Hello people, I am Sky Demolisher and welcome back for another From the Collection Fridays, a series where I take things from my collection and show it to you, my viewers. And this week it is my Batman the Classic TV series Batcave. So that's the TV series that had Adam West and I believe it's Burt Ward. I'm pretty sure there should have been another video explaining that because September is my birth month, I thought I'll do a themed month and I'll make it Batman because I like Batman. If I didn't do that, then you're being informed about it right now, but hopefully I did actually make that video to explain what the hell's going on. So I thought because I own like the entirety of like this first wave, I'm pretty sure I've got all of it. I thought, well, that would be a good thing to throw on. I did put up on Instagram, did everyone think it was a good idea to do it? And well, nobody replied, so I was like, well, if you're not going to tell me what to do, then I'll just do what I want. So this is what I want to do. I had to change the camera angle. So in earlier versions of this, it was a bit further down. So you can see like the little platform there, that is from the show, I believe, where the Batmobile actually winds up. So you can see that there is a Batmobile that goes with this. It's probably slightly too large, and I think the figures for it are slightly too large for the the play set sort of thing, but I think they're only just out of scale. People have probably seen that I've also used this for like my Aliens figures, and I've used it for like Star Wars stuff. So because Batman and Robin are in the Batmobile, we're going to improvise today with the Joker, because the Joker is like the one villain that came from this series. So as you can see, that is how it scales in comparison to him. So if I put him by the computer banks, that's how big the computer banks are next to him. If I put him in front of a desk, you can see that the desk is quite a bit lower to his waist. But if he was sitting, it's probably at the right height for sitting. And if I put him by the ladder, trying to keep him balanced here, I think that the rungs are slightly out of, scale with him, but it's not like you climb a hell of a lot of ladders in life to really judge that. So, maybe his scaling is correct. So when you get it out of the box, you basically, the Batcave itself is all folded in. This is right at the back. The bat poles are connected to like the packaging on the inside, and all of this stuff is basically folded up. Sorry, I just kicked the camera. When you get it out, you're going to have to put in this railing, the ladder, the two parts here, and then build the poles. So you can see pole wise, that's how large he is next to the pole. Probably doesn't show it particularly well. Maybe if I get a bit closer. Let's see, pole and Joker. But I don't have the bat reverse pole thing. And the poles just hang over the top of the Batcave itself. If you put them right at the top of the Batcave, you can see his head is off there. So, 3 3/4 figures or 4-inch figures do fit this set quite well. You're lucky that I still have the EVA Spartans on the front there, so not that it's going to stand properly. That's what a figure that's around 3 3/4 and 4 inches. I can't remember the actual size of Spartans. But you can sort of see how they scale. So you could use like the Spin Master Batman stuff in this if you wanted a Batcave for that Batman without having to pay, I think in New Zealand it's like $300 and it's like 3 foot and it transforms into Batman itself. So, you know, if you don't want to pay $300, this thing costs like $40. I'm not entirely sure it's still available, but you might be able to find it somewhere. I got it from Mighty Ape. It hasn't been on Mighty Ape for months. Like I said, you know, I got it and I stored it, and then I got it out to use with other stuff and blah blah blah. So a lot of the details, like the details on the stonework, is weathered. I think it's just moulded in the grey plastic, but it's weathered nicely. You can actually connect two of these Batcaves together, so I'm hoping to do that video that explains all of this stuff, and that will show all of it together with the Batmobile and all of that stuff, and probably a Riddler as well. So like the plastic moulding is nice. It's not a cheap feeling plastic. The details itself on virtually all of this stuff is stickers, which I think kind of ties it into like how the original would have been, because I think back sort of late 60s, early 70s, even the 80s, stickers for details was very much the thing. Whereas these days we tend to get things that are a bit more sort of moulded together. So like you'll have the drawback with the stickers that if they absorb moisture or something wet touches them, they might make them a bit icky and all of that. But as an actual Batcave thing, it's quite nice. Now I've got it somewhat restricted by the walls that I use to shoot this box stuff in and that, but you know, hopefully the other video will show it more spread out. And I actually bought a second one on the idea that they might be able to join together, but not knowing whether or not they would, because the two sides here are actually different. They're not the same. And I assumed that because they somewhat meet okay in the middle when you open it, that if you got two of them it should work together to spread it out. So you can have it a bit more constricted like I've got, or you can spread it out further as required. So the actual parts, you get two of these, which is, I wouldn't say they're like a tape recording thing, because the tape recording is this memory bank one. Now all of these, well basically they're pointed this way because they're all hollow at the back, and that's you get like one of these guys, and I think one of these, and they all, you know, they all fit together. So when you pull them out of the box, that's what they're like. And then on the other side you'll have the US and Canada crime photo file, international crime photo file, and then empty cabinet for the bottom one. Of course in this day and age it's kind of outdated, because you know everything's on the internet, everything is connected and blah 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 and all of that. So and you can see that it's nicely detailed down here. They've got the moulded buttons and stuff, they don't move. Same for this one, moulded buttons down the bottom. You can sort of, you don't have to apply the stickers to these, so they already come applied. The funny thing is some of them are applied skewed, and while that might be something that annoys some people, I actually think it kind of fits in with the idea of it being that kind of vintage style. And not everybody got the stuff on perfectly. The memory bank has the little buttons as well, plus a second smaller sticker in there. You get a desk with a little keyboard. Oops, desk, little keyboard. I should really look at the viewfinder when doing this. The drawers don't open, but it's solid backed and, you know, hollow at the back. Don't know what this computer one is, but again, like little knobs, little buttons and stuff. So, you know, just really isn't going to pick up the details. So you get double ups of a lot of the parts, which is okay. And you get like a little keyboard thingy there, and this really just wants to focus on what's in behind it. There we go. Back computer and stuff, buttons. So you know, it's all fairly nicely done. This is like the smallest component. And that no button things on this one really. There is a little bit of like sort of venting or ridging there and down the sides. So you know, like they haven't skimped on the details or anything. The ladder can be pulled off, so you don't have to have the ladder. There we go. So you can have one set up like that and one with the ladder if you want it. One without. The back poles, basically you just put this top end in there, and the top thing here has a hook that just hooks over the top of that. That could go either side. I just liked it over that side. I mean, you could have one on either side if you really wanted, but obviously the show had them all on the one side. The floor thing for the Batmobile is cardboard, so I've used the better of the two. The other one I've got has a slight bend in it. It doesn't really, you know, detract from it or anything, but you know, it does sort of worry you about it getting wet or whatever. So you can see, you know, like you're able to set these up in different ways, and because I've got two of them, I've got double the amount of this stuff. So, you know, I really do have a complex lab that I can build with them. And then once everything's out there, you can just see. And that, so when it comes, it's all folded up like that. So you can see just here how it's basically in line, and then you just fold it out. So you can get the wall to go fully straight like that if you wanted to, or you know, flip the sides and have it that way. It all depends on how you want it. But yeah, basically if I just keep them together like that, you should be able to get the idea, because the opposing wall will be the one that it comes through. So if I do that, you can basically see, if I just tilt the camera, there is clearance on each side. So you can have it coming in and out of the Batcave if you've got two of them, which of course I said I do. So I hope that you have enjoyed this. I know it's been kind of a long waffly one, but there's lots of little bits and pieces in this one, so it needs a bit more, you know, a bit more time. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.